Hi, I'm Edward McClure, and I'm doing a project for my KNES 205 class, and I'm going to teach y'all how to treat an injured athlete who has a sprained ankle, how to properly get him off the court, and then how to treat him off the court. So as you can see over here, we have an injured athlete who injured himself while playing racquetball. And so first thing you're going to do is you're going to walk over to him, and you're going to ask him two questions. The first question is you're going to ask him what happened. And then the second question you're going to ask is, where does it hurt? So where does it hurt? Right there. So he showed you where it's hurting. Now you're going to do a thing that we call palpation, which you're going to feel around where the injury is, and you're going to feel until he tells you where the most pain is. So first you're going to just start around where he pointed at, and then you're going to work your way kind of in until he tells you. Okay, so we found out, so we're just going to keep feeling around to see if any ligaments or tendons are messed up, because if they're injured, then we might have a more serious injury than we think. It might be a sprain. It could be a sprain, or worse a sprain than what we think, or it could be a break in the ankle. Action. Now we know that it's just a sprained ankle that he has, so now we need to properly get him off the court. And how we're going to do that is we're going to pick him up by the arms and try to get as much pressure off his ankle. We want to be on the opposite side of where the sprain is. We want to make sure he puts all the pressure on this leg and that he's leaning upon me with all his weight so he keeps the pressure off his right ankle. So we're just going to gradually walk at his pace to get him off the court. And if you have two people, you can actually carry him off, but because I'm by myself today, it's just me, so you have to gradually walk him off the court. Okay, now that we have got him into the training room, we want to remove his shoe. So let's properly remove the shoe without hurting his ankle, so we can be able to treat it. So from assessing the thing, we could tell that it is an ankle sprain, and by what he has told me, he has heard a popping sound. And by the definition of medical doctors, ankle sprain is a common muscular injury in which the ligaments of the ankle partially or completely tear due to sudden stretching. This typically happens. This typically occurs when the ankle is suddenly twisted in a sports activity or by stepping off an uneven surface. The pain is initially severe and it can be associated with a popping sensation. And what he has told me so far, that there was a popping sound that he feels happened in the ankle, and he heard it pop. And so we could assess that, and by assessing it, we could know that it is a sprained ankle. And so from here on out, we're going to apply the Rice method. So when we apply the Rice method, R stands for rest, I stands for ice, C for compression, and E for elevation. The objects that you would need is first you're going to need ice, so to put on the sprained ankle. Next, you're going to need some type of compression. That could either be between a saran wrap that the athletic trainers have, or it could be maybe even an ace bandage just to keep the ice on the ankle and keep it really tight so that the ice won't move off the ankle and so stay on the injured part. And then we need something to elevate it, because when we elevate his ankle, we want to raise the ankle above his heart so that the blood would flow from right here from his ankle, it will flow back into the body so that it won't just build up a compression here. So you kind of need like an object that's something comfortable, maybe a book sack or your athletic training bag. You can put that underneath his foot as he rests it. And so we could apply Rice, and that we need all these objects in order to complete Rice properly. So now we're going to apply Rice. Rest, the R in Rice is rest. We want to make sure not to rest, yes, we want to rest the athlete, but we also want to rest the injury. We want to keep it so he won't have to be, the ankle be unstable, or like he'll have to be in an uncomfortable position to keep his ankle from just getting worse. So we need to apply the R in Rice. So now we're going to be on the I part of Rice, which stands for ice. You want to get it into your clear bag, and you want to just twist it, and then you want to just tie it so that the ice won't be moving around and stay in a secure location. And then you see where the sprain is mostly where it's like in the middle of the sprain, and so you want to take your bag of ice and you want to apply it and make sure that it's especially hitting where the sprained ankle is, but everywhere's around, because everywhere's around eventually it might become swollen, and so you want to try to reduce the swelling, and the ice will help reduce it. And you won't have to sit here and hold it. You're gonna follow with the next step with compression. So now we have the ice on, and we're going to apply the compression. We're going to use saran wrap. Normally, an athletic trainer would have a bag of would have a roll that would be filled with saran wrap, and he would wrap it around the ankle to keep it tight. But normally, you could do with what you got. Even if you have an ace bandage, use that, because that would definitely benefit from keeping the compression on the ankle and from the ice even moving off the ankle. So do with what you got, but normally you use saran wrap in order to keep it tight on the ankle. So now that we have applied compression with the saran wrap, now we need to finish rice off with the E. E stands for elevation. You can elevate the ankle with anything you have, from a book sack to a gym bag to even your own bag that will give it some elevation, so that the ankle will be at least above the heart, and that it will help the swelling to reduce. So what we have a book sack. So we're going to place the book sack underneath his ankle, and we would leave it elevated. And you would tell him to keep it up there for you keep the ice and keep it elevated for at least 15 minutes. And so you want to do this. You want to do the ice and you want to apply rice for four times a day for 15 minutes, for as long as the swelling is still there. Sometimes the athletic trainers will also recommend to take some medicine that will help, the anti-inflammatory medicine to help reduce the swelling, and something like Tylenol will help reduce swelling. So sometimes the athletic trainer or our nurse will recommend you to take that when you go in and they tell you have a sprained ankle. So I have properly showed you the steps to take to removing an athlete off the court, and then from assessing his injury all the way to applying rice. So I'm going to just recap to you what I just went through. So when you see the injured athlete go down, you want to go to his aid and you want to ask him what happened, where does it hurt, and then you will feel around like all that. And then when you remove him, make sure when you remove him that you're on the opposite side of the sprain, and that you're going at the pace that he's going at, so you won't be pushing him to put more pressure on the ankle. And then once you get him, you want to apply the rice. You want to rest him. You want to apply the ice. You want to compress the ankle with the ice, and then you want to elevate it. And then you make sure that he has all this taken care of, and he knows what he's supposed to do when he gets home. Because after a while, he's going to be out. After he leaves, he's out your care, and then he'll be back at home, and he has to apply the same thing for him to get off his feet, and then for him to get off his feet, and then go back into play into another game. So I've shown you everything, and so now I hope you've learned a lot from this video, and thank you for watching this video. My name is Edward DeCloud, and I'm at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Go Cajuns!